So I'm Nick. This is Miguel. We're with Debate Crypto. So we're just going around the Bitcoin conference, talking to people about all sorts of different things. Talk to us about why you're here, what you're doing. Are you bullish on the? Are you bullish on Bitcoin right now? What are you bullish on?
I'm bullish on Bitcoin always. You don't need to ask me that question, and I will debate that for life.
What do you feel about the announcement yesterday from Jack Mullen?
I think we've answered the biggest question. If you're orange pilling someone and they're like, "Can I buy a car with my Bitcoin?" Like, fucker, now you can, right? Can I buy a bread with my Bitcoin? Yes, you can. So that problem is now been addressed without complicating it in, do I need a hardware wallet? Do I need to know what the crypto rate is right now? Do I care anything? No. You scan my barcode, you're paid, you're whole, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you spending your Bitcoin?
Never.
So hold on. So there's you're telling everybody else to spend it.
So Mahler's made that point, right? He said in fact, Pomp made it in his newsletter this morning. Okay. Pomp said that there's the value in the currency, and then there's the value in the store of the store of value itself, right? The value of it itself. So like, I will buy gold, I can make jewelry of it, or I can sort of decide to display it, or I can keep it locked in a treasure in my safe, right? Okay. Same way, over here I'll have some, so it's my currency. You have a checking account, you also borrow money, and you also spend money, right? You do all three with your money, and that's exactly what I'll do with my Bitcoin. I'll borrow Bitcoin, I'll use Bitcoin to transact, and I'll of course have my retirement savings tucked under my seat plate.
So let's talk about that, transacting in Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have a privacy layer. Do you think that is a problem for the future of transactions, with customers having no privacy in any of the transactions they commit?
No, so Bitcoin is pseudonymous, right? You understand what pseudonymous is?
Yes.
So it's not anonymous.
But it's trackable.
And so that's not wrong, right? Even money today is trackable.
Not cash.
So if you're doing cash, there's a limit to what you can do, right? There's a limit to...
Depends who you talk to and what they're doing.
Yeah. So I'm not Pablo Escobar, so I'm not going to go into that use case. But yeah, if I'm a normal guy doing a job with my family, just wanting to build a good life for my family, then I have no reason to hide.
I mean, I understand. I see where you're going with that, right? But like, you go to CVS. Yesterday I went and bought a bottle of Olive, $3, whatever. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
But why can't we have privacy, right?
Yeah. So in fact, this is more private, right? So if we can show him a QR code instead of giving him my credit card, which has the whole number, the CVV number, everything on it, isn't that less private? The credit card is less private than my QR code, right?
Oh, you're saying that they'd have to actually search to figure out the wallet address versus where it came from, whereas the credit card is just, hey, this is who this is, boom, bam, slam.
Even then, if it's a transaction, right? If it's Lightning, he's only going to get my Lightning ID. He doesn't know where my Bitcoin is stacked.
So yeah, it doesn't matter about...
It's like my bank account, right? Yeah. I give someone my Amex.
Yes.
He doesn't know which bank I'm banking with.
Let
me give you a fiat example.
I understand. So like, it's not about finding where your stash is, right? It's just about, hey, I want to make a transaction, but I don't want people to know that I went and bought a leave at CVS yesterday, right? I don't want people to know that.
Fair. So, who people, right? Nobody knows. CVS can't disclose that.
CVS doesn't know that, but the blockchain is trackable, right? The ID, your address, where it's coming from, how you funded that wallet address in the first place to send is trackable. Right? We've seen the FBI seize Bitcoin from hackers and none. So the problem is, will people have privacy in the future? Will every transaction be known, and we're going to become like China with a social credit system by saying, hey, don't buy this, buy this?
Too many questions in one question.
I know.
But
yeah.
Multiple points, right? So first point is, when I make a transaction through my Amex credit card,
yes,
Amex gets an inquiry from FBI saying, I want Pranav's statement. He's going to give it to him, whether I like it or not. But he doesn't know whether I bought Aleve, I bought a Diet Coke, or I bought a condom, right? Yeah. He doesn't know that. What he sees is Pranav went to CVS on 8th of April at 11 p.m. and spent $5. That's all he sees. He needs to then he needs to go to CVS. Yes. Then he needs to give him the transaction ID, get that dump from them, and then he comes to know this is what he bought. Then he needs to go get a camera feed, figure out if I bought it or somebody stole my Amex and bought it, right? So there's multiple layers within layers of privacy.
Yes.
I can go FUD about privacy all I want. our lives are fucking public. You guys are going to put this on some social media. I'm
Yes,
going to
yes.
I'm going to go and tell you, please tag me on social media.
Oh, dude, 100%.
So exactly. Right? So if I go and
your handle.
100%. So if I tell you that I'm going to cry for privacy, that's wrong. If somebody wants privacy, go live off grid.
Well, but should we do that? Should we? So wait. So let's take it back. You said we're public. There's nothing we can do about it. But the crypto revolution should maybe have a target in mind of shooting for more privacy instead of just complying with the fact that we're already public. Let's just keep making it more public.
Absolutely. So we are building in privacy through our L2, right? So
Okay.
when
So
Lightning,
tell us about that. Yeah.
So when Lightning does batch processing, it's not going to know every wallet. So someone will have to go get a court order, go to Lightning and say, hey, this is a legitimate court order saying, show me this wallet's transactions, and then they will do that.
Okay.
So I am under active investigation. Then that's a totally different discussion. But if I'm a common citizen, it's much more private than me giving my Amex with my CVV number, with my 16-digit code, with my expiry date to some server, and hoping they don't copy it.
So one last question. Not about privacy.
Sure.
Great answers. I love it. With the fact that now we can do these instant payments, right, like Jackie Mahler was talking about, are these all going to be taxable events? Every time you go get a cup of coffee and you spend $4 or $5, who's going to track all these taxable events? Are we all going to go to jail? The IRS coming for us?
Yeah, so that's an interesting point because Jack also mentioned that let's park that point for now, but I think it's not going to be parkable. But I tried to do my taxes a few weeks back. It's a nightmare.
And your accountant hated you.
No, I didn't even go to him. I haven't done it yet. I was like, I'm going to come back from Miami and do it. This is not going to get done in 2 hours, you know.
So let me ask you: are you a Bitcoin maxi? And then last thing, give us your handle.
So I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. I believe there is Bitcoin is the reserve currency for the digital world, and we are not going anywhere. But at the same time, there could be other use cases which exist and evolve through these crypto experimentations that are going on right now. And I like what Pom calls it. He calls it crypto experiments. Yeah. These experiments, you never know what they might discover, and we might get something, and I'm open to that. I'll always be open to that. But I'll always be a Bitcoiner at heart. That's what got me here.
Great information.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much. What's your handle?
My handle on Twitter is Fin Allrounder. It's like finance allrounder, so FIN allrounder. I write about crypto every day. I have a huge sort of followers. I have a model for crypto investing. So
spell it out for us.
FINALLROUNDER.
We bring on Saturday night. We bring on a lot of influencers and other people for actual live debates. Would you be interested in coming on for one?
Anytime.
Heck
All right,
yeah,
dude,
let's do
awesome.
it.
Thank you
very much.